Hey guys, how you doing? This is EJ Uno, guys, coming back again, guys, with another great video, guys. We are going to be talking about the S24 Ultra, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, guys. And guys, I gotta say, guys, is this phone really a difference between the S23 or even the S22 at you know what I'm saying, at what we're seeing right now? So we're definitely going to do a rundown of the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. Then we're going to do some comparisons between the S23 and S22 Ultra and see if it's really just worth upgrading. So we definitely are going to be taking a look at that. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button, guys. Okay, so Samsung has dropped the Galaxy S24 and it is standing at a 6.8 inch screen, not as big as the Note 20. I think the Note 20 or the S21 Ultra was the last phone to have the biggest screen on there, which it was a 6.9, which was magnificent. That phone was just a great phone, and it still competes. You know what I'm saying? Still competes with I believe, like, phones that you see now. So it does have 6.8 at a 1440 by 3120 pixels. It will have a 200 megapixel camera on it, 12 gigabytes of RAM, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3rd generation, 5000 milliamp battery. It will have a dynamic LTPO AMOLED 2 times 120 refresh rate at an HDR10. Always on display, of course. Has Gorilla Glass, and this phone does have titanium. So iPhone isn't the only one with the titanium frame coming out. Samsung has did it also. The gigabytes and internal memory and the RAM that you will get with different versions of the phone. You can get a 256 at 12 gigabytes of RAM, 12 gigabytes of RAM with 512, and 12 gigabytes of RAM with 1 terabyte. So at least they're keeping it all at 12 and not giving you like 8 or 6, and then giving the high end when it comes to internal memory, more RAM. They're just giving it more RAM all the way across, which is great. Camera module, you will get a main 200 megapixel camera, followed by a 50 megapixel telephoto, followed by a 10 telephoto, followed by a 12 ultra wide, and it will shoot in 8K, 4K, 1080p. Front facing camera will have a 12 megapixel camera on the front of it, and yeah. So, and then, you know, you get the always on display, you get the under display fingerprint sensor, you get reverse wireless charging, and, you know, so on like that. Now, the colors that this phone will have with it, you will have titanium black, titanium gray, titanium violet, titanium yellow, titanium blue. I guess they're trying to push the titanium, I guess. Titanium green and titanium orange, which is, you know, some cool colors that we have not saw. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. Now, guys, we are going to get into the comparison and see if it's, you know, see what's the difference between these. So let's go all the way back to the before we get to the S23. Let's get to the S22. Okay, so let me see, S22 Ultra. Okay, so and then, you know what? I can put another third one on here. Let's get to the Samsung S23 Ultra. Here we go. Okay. So, from the looks of it, nothing has changed when it comes to the back of the camera wise, the camera module. Of course, the pixels have changed. So, not pixels, but the camera modules have changed when it comes to versus 108 versus 200. Now, the Samsung Galaxy S23 and S24 both have a 200 megapixel camera. So, as I'm saying all this, I just want you guys to pay attention to see if it's worth upgrading if you have it, if you haven't already. Okay, so as far as resolution, the S24 has an LTPO AMOLED display, while the S22 and S23 have a dynamic AMOLED display. They all three will have 120 refresh rate. They all will have a 6.8 inch screen. As far as resolution, the the S22 and S23 have the same resolution, while the S24 has 100 more, like a little bit more over 100 resolution, which isn't too bad at all. So yeah, they both all have the same updates on them. And as far as RAM, you know, depending on if you get 128 or 256 from the S22 S23, you will have 8 gigabytes of RAM. Of course, if you get a 512 or 1 terabyte, you will get the 12 gigabytes of RAM. So you can always go for more memory and get the 12 gigabytes of RAM. Now, getting to the camera wise. Now, as I said, the S22 and S23 have 200 megapixel camera, while the S22 has 108. Now, I have had these phones, didn't ever see no difference in the camera. That's just my personal opinion on that. Just never did see the difference in it. I mean, you really got to be using a phone for, that specific purpose on zooming in. To me, I call it stalkerish because that's the only way that you're ever going to be able to use the camera to its potential is by zooming in on somebody. Now as far as the telephone when it comes to it, camera wise, the S24 has 50, while the other two have 10, and it's just 10 all the way down, whatever. Now let's get to the front camera. That's really what I wanted to get at. Now the S24 has a 12 megapixel camera. So does the S23. Now why does the S22 have a 40 megapixel camera in the front? I mean, come on. I mean, if to me, I feel like, why cut back on so many things? And I want people to understand that just because you come out with a new phone does not make it better than the older phones, because some older phones still, whip butt against the newer phones. In my opinion, they really do. So yeah, so that's, to me, it's like, that's like, I mean, they gave a 12 megapixel on the front of the S24, while the S22 has a better front camera than the S22, S24, and S23. So the S22, that alone, I would be like, man, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people take, FaceTime calls, dual calls, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people take pictures with selfie pictures with the front face camera. That type of thing I would not have downgraded right there. Let me see. As far as battery wise, I believe they all got 5,000, but I might be wrong. So battery on these right here. Okay, they are. Let me see. I can't find the battery on here. Why can I not find the battery on here? So I believe, okay, we all know the S24 has 5,000 milliamp battery. I'm not sure. I know that the S23 has a 5,000 milliamp battery. Now the S22, it's either got 480 or 5,000. It's one of those. I for some reason I cannot locate the battery on it. But anyway, guys, to me, if you ask me, if I had an S23, would I upgrade to an S24? No. Even if I had an S22, would I upgrade? No. I actually would rather my S22 over the S23 and the S24. Now, I know it has the AI camera, but a lot of people do not know what AI, you know what I'm saying, is really, you know what I'm saying, what it really does. So, you know what I'm saying? I just, and a lot of people ain't going to use that to its potential, which that's another reason why I want to upgrade. Now, I just located the battery. All of them have 5,000 milliamp battery. So that's just another reason to stay with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to discourage people from buying the newest and better phone, but I'm trying to point it out to save your money. You know what I'm saying? I know they were talking about they got rid of the curve, they got rid of all that stuff. Okay, that's cool. But it's still not no way to. It's not still not no reason just to upgrade. It's really not. To me, the S22 Ultra is way better than both of these phones, in my opinion. When it comes to that, it really is. I can see if they updated you know, saying the fastness of it, of the refresh rate, and put like 144, 165, like Motorola did. But you know, what I'm saying that's, I mean, they didn't. So I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that I would just wait off. I really would. I mean, really, I would. But anyway, guys, this is a $1,300 phone versus you can go pick up an S22 for like 500. This to be real with you. So for like almost a little bit less than half of the cost of that phone. So once again, I'm just being real. Just want people to know about that. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in.